You have to do whatever it takes, brother. It cannot be in a very moderate fashion that you beat someone exceptionally or that you prosper exceptionally. It doesn't happen like that. You need to go to an extreme end where you don't force yourself into wanting it, but force yourself into believing that you already deserve it. Right? What I'm saying is, any means necessary. And I am full of love, but if you're not, right, you can use your hatred, your anger against those people. Oh, this girl cheated on you and left you, and you're mad, you pissed off, you love this one, and she's just done that. Well, then get after it. Get after the grind, brother. Become rich, become more attractive, look better, right? And you need to force yourself to get out of bed to be motivated. Now, why I don't use hatred is because hatred is ruin, right? And even if you achieve everything you dreamt of and you still did it out of hatred, I believe, for my personal reasons, me personally, I would hate the fact that I did it all out of hatred, because the whole time I'm working and doing all that stuff, I wouldn't enjoy the process. I would just be focusing on getting revenge. But for some people, revenge is the only option to get yourself fired up. Now, revenge, people like to say revenge is a dish best served cold. So you cannot go ahead and be angry and throw acid in people's faces. That's for the beta males and for the beta females, right? We let the bottom of the barrel people do all that stuff. It's not for us, right? We at the top. We the goats. Anyway, you just have to find out what gets you fired up. For me, it's listening to Thrive Gains on YouTube Music. It's this dude who just compiles all these motivational speeches with just high heavy metal funk type shit music. It gets me fired up, right? Because honestly, there is nothing right now in my life that I get so angered by that actually motivates me to do shit, right? I do most of my things out of love, and pain is a bigger motivator than pleasure ever could be. So I have to go to the dark place and lock in sometimes, and that type of music, that type of vibe takes me there, where it's you didn't deserve any of it, you're a piece of shit. Grr, who's gonna carry the boats? And it's dumb, it sounds cringe, it sounds corny, but if it gets the work done, if it works, it works. That's all that matters, right? And you can have your own forms of motivation. Some people actually have loving significant others who actually motivate them to work hard, right? For me, a big motivation is kids, and that's dumb because I'm a kid, but the thing is, right, I lost my childlike innocence at a very young age, and that kind of just blended in with the fact that I love just people in general, but kids are people premium. Imagine you get a human, but it just is so cute, it's so pretty, it's small, and it loves you because you're the only thing it knows that it can love. Imagine that. That's amazing, and you get to shape this person to a certain extent, and you get to guide them to life if you do it properly. Damn, that's cute, that's cool. So I want to be the best version of myself so that my kids can see how a father should actually look like, right? I'm gonna be a spitting image of a father, right? I'm not gonna be overweight, I'm not gonna be the guy who's just licking his wife's feet all the time, metaphorically or literally. I'm just not gonna be doing that. But the thing is, right, I say a lot of stuff when my actions contradict it, and that's bad. So always do what you say you're gonna do, right? And I know that you are gonna relapse because I messed up too, right? All of us mess up sometimes. There's highs and lows, but you need to focus on just keeping yourself sane and keeping your mental state balanced, but your lifestyle high. You have to get into highly stressful tasks that need a lot of stress, that need a lot of attention to detail, but you need to address them without taking any stress. Imagine this, bro. You will actually become a weapon if you have a lot of stuff going on in your life and you keep it hidden from people. There is a lot of stuff I do, and most of it my close ones, my closest friends, my sister know about it. But there is still some things I am working on which nobody knows. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm an idiot. Same thing. What was I even yapping about? I just don't know what that was. Okay, forgive me. But yeah, any means necessary, bro. Any means necessary. And motivation is different for a lot of people. You just need to find what gets you going, right? And stay away from comfort, right? Go outside. Not outside like let's go out and roam around. Go outside in nature. Go sit under a tree. Do all that pretty stuff, because nature genuinely does more for your mental health than any of these podcasts and YouTube channels ever will. And that's because you are meant to be in nature. We've evolved for millions of years living so close to nature. And I am really grateful for the fact that I live in a colony which was built in a forest. Most of it's cut down, but the trees are still there. And there's like a secret park nearby. It's all fun. And it's all beautiful. And it's all a part of me. It calms me down. And it helps me cope with the highly stressful life I am living. Because even though my life is stressful, I'm not taking any of the stress. Which I think is my biggest strong point. Which should also be your biggest strong point. Because when you have sheer self-belief, when you have sheer self-accountability, and when you have the tendency of being cool under extremely high pressure scenarios, that's when you thrive. You know how basically, right, I had my boards like 6 months ago, and there was a lot of problems for me there, because I was heartbroken and I had a broken heart. I had no appetite. I could not sleep for days. But I still sat down, calm, gave my exams however I could. And you know what? I still managed to get above 60%. So that's all. Just kidding, I got above 95%. Whatever. I'm just gonna end video there because I don't know what's gotten into me today. Alright, good night.